Harry Potter, the best-selling book series of all time in any genre, seems like the perfect place to kick off this first episode of Story Quiz here on the channel, where we will test your knowledge of popular books and movie series and have some fun along the way. I have prepared 30 devilishly difficult questions. Well, actually, the first 10 will be fairly easy, the middle 10 will be moderate, and the final 10 will be questions that I think only true Potterheads will be able to answer. You'll have a few seconds after each question to think about your answer. I would even encourage you to maybe write it down if you want to really be honest about it, and keep your score, and then at the end you'll be able to see how well you did and whether or not you can actually get all 30 questions, and then let me know in the comments what your total was. So real quick, before we dive in though, you look a bit parched. Here, have a sip. Gotta keep your throat clear, stay hydrated. Oh, and by the way, I did put 3 drops of Veritaserum in the drink, so don't bother trying to lie about your answers in the comments after the quiz because the potion won't let you. Alright, with that out of the way, let's find out whether or not you are a true Potterhead or a hopeless muggle as we dive into the Harry Potter story quiz. So as I said, we're going to kick things off with 10 relatively easy questions just to get things warmed up. So let's start with question number 1. What are the names of Harry's parents? The answer is James and Lily Potter. Number 2. When is Harry Potter's birthday? That would be July 31st, 1980. I've always thought it was kind of weird that Harry Potter would be older than me, technically, because I was born in 84, and most of the people who read the books, even though he was a kid throughout the books, anyway, 1980. So he's pushing up there now, into the 40s. Eek. Question 3. Where did Harry Potter live in the Muggle world? Obviously, he lived in Hogwarts during the school year, but when he was in the Muggle world, where did he live? So the specifically correct answer is number 4, Privet Drive in Little Whinging in Surrey. I've always thought Little Whinging was such a great, because it's like technically just a place, but it has the edge of the whining attitude that kind of gives you a feel of the Dursleys. But if you just said with the Dursleys, I would accept that too. All right, question number 4, I think most of you should be able to get. What are the names of the 4 Hogwarts houses? Those would be Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. And bonus points if you tell me in the comments which house you think you would be placed in if you joined Hogwarts. Number 5, who are Harry's best friends in the whole world? They would be Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger, and if you are an elder millennial like myself, then you probably grew up watching those ridiculously hilarious Harry Potter puppet episodes, and every time you hear the name Ron Weasley, you start singing, Ron Weasley, it's a pipe bomb!
I found the source of the ticking! It's a pipe bomb!
But of course, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I just look like a crazy person. Number 6, where did Harry and Ron meet for the very first time? The answer, of course, is King's Cross Station, not on the train to Hogwarts. They actually met each other in King's Cross Station getting ready to board the train. And the only logical next question for number 7, what platform in King's Cross Station was Harry supposed to find in order to board the train to Hogwarts? The answer is the ever-famous platform 9 3/4, which you can actually now go and find if you go to King's Cross Station, because, of course, Harry Potter is such a massive cultural phenomenon that they had to include a shout-out there in the real station, which I think is pretty cool. Question number 8. Which magical treat from the Harry Potter wizarding world can taste either wonderful or horrible, depending on which one you happen to pick? Those would be Bertie Bott's Epic Flavored Beans, which also are something you can get now in the real world because Jelly Beans makes a version of that, and it baffles me why anyone would do that because you are specifically buying a box of candies with things like grass and booger as flavors that you might grab, but I guess if you really want the true Harry Potter experience, you're willing to take that risk. Question number 9. What are the names of Ron Weasley's parents? They would be Arthur and Molly Weasley. And question number 10 for the last of our easy ones. What animal can Harry Potter speak to? That would be a snake. which I always thought was a nice early twist that Rowling included early on in the first books to give some foreshadowing and potential undercurrents, since the snake is a Slytherin thing, and very early on, especially in the first books where things were pretty light and easy, and Harry just seemed like your archetypal kind of goofy hero, I thought that was a nice, twist to raise some questions that she brought in earlier on in the books. Okay, that's enough with the easy ones. Let's ramp things up with 10 more moderate questions. Not crazy hard, but not quite as easy as the first ones. And we'll kick that off with question number 11. What spell is also known as the Thieves' Friend? That would be the Unlocking Charm, or Alohomora, which always sounded weirdly kind of Hawaiian to me, Alohomora, but, maybe the first wizard who created the spell was Pacific Islander. Who knows? Question 12. Who was the first goblin that Harry ever met? That would be Griphook. Question 13. Who destroyed Ravenclaw's diadem? The answer is the nefarious Vincent Crabbe. Nefarious, but it sounded cool to say. Number 14. What substance is destructive enough to destroy a Horcrux? The answer is basilisk venom. Number 15. What specific species did Hagrid's pet dragon Norberta belong to? That would be the wonderful Norwegian Ridgeback, which always made me wonder if there were other variants of Ridgebacks that weren't from Norway. I assume there are. Number 16. What position did Harry Potter play on his Quidditch team? Harry was the Gryffindor's Seeker. Number 17. What is the name of the antisocial ghost of House Slytherin? The answer is the Bloody Baron. Number 18. What spell did Hermione use to free Harry and Ron from the Devil's Snare? That would be the Lumos Solum spell. Number 19. Where is the secret meeting place of Dumbledore's army? They meet in the Room of Requirement. And number 20. What words do you recite to close the Marauder's map? In order to close the Marauder's map, you must say, Mischief Managed. Alright, those are 20 moderate questions out of the way. Time for the really tricky ones. Starting off with number 21. How much does a ticket for the night bus cost if you include a cup of hot chocolate? That ticket would cost you 14 sickles. 22. During Harry's 6th year at Hogwarts, who is the instructor that taught the apparitions class? That would be the wizard Wilkie Twycross. 23. What potion did Harry make in Slughorn's class which earned him top marks for doing it correctly? The answer is the Draught of the Living Death. 24. What spell created by the Half-Blood Prince did Harry use on Draco? The answer is Sectum Sempra. A bit of a tongue twister, that one. Number 25. Whose statue is placed outside of the prefect's bathroom? That would be Boris the Bewildered. Number 26. What is Harry's wand made out of? His wand is a combination of holly and phoenix feather core. And bonus points if you can tell me in the comments what Voldemort's matching wand is made out of. Number 27. During Harry's first year at Hogwarts, what is the password you had to give to the fat lady in the portrait in order to access the Gryffindor Tower? That would be Caput Draconis. Number 28. What ice cream flavor did Harry eat at the zoo when he went there with the Dursleys? That would be lemon ice pop. Number 29. Where did Harry, Ron, and Hermione go after Bill and Fleur's wedding? They went to Tottenham Court Road. And finally, what is the name of Draco Malfoy's son? Draco named his son Scorpius Hyperion Malfoy. And there you have it, 30 story quiz questions from the Harry Potter series. Let me know down in the comments how many did you get right, which ones did you miss, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more videos about your favorite books, movies, and storytelling tactics each week.